Hey guys, welcome back to Lisa Stavenall Art. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Today I am comparing oil sticks for you guys. I have been working with oil sticks now for over a year and I have some very strong opinions. Now keep in mind, these are my opinions as a mixed media artist, what I like my oil sticks to do and not do. You may have different guidelines for your oil sticks. So this is one artist's perspective. But if you're just starting out and you just kind of want a general overview maybe, or maybe use oil sticks and you're looking for somebody else's take on them, this video is definitely for you. Or maybe you're a beginner and you're just not sure what an oil stick is. This video is also for you. In a moment, I'm going to switch you over to the overhead camera because we're going to do some swatching and I'm going to show you the differences and then give you my thoughts on each one. So, let's go. Oh, but coming up probably Friday or Saturday or Sunday of this week, there's going to be a behind the scenes video and probably a cleaning organization video, and I'll give you a sneak look why I need to do that and why I'm willing to share that with you, because as an artist on YouTube, I watch artists on YouTube, I watch artists on Instagram. A lot of artists just show you a curated section. It's neat, it's what they want you to see, when down below, over to the side, wherever there is a disaster. And that's what you're gonna see in 2 seconds, and then I'll flip the camera back to the nice, beautiful view, and we will go to the overhead. But this is what's coming up at the end of the week, or over the weekend. Yes, guys, this is supposed to be my desk. I don't use it for a desk, but maybe I would if I could see the top of it. So this is my dirty little secret, and we're going to clean all this and organize all the art stuff at the end of the week. So come back for that. But now, oil sticks. Okay guys, we are going to compare 4 oil sticks today. We're going to compare the Jack Richardson and Company Shiva sticks, the Sinley stick, oil sticks, the R&F oil stick, and the Soho oil stick. And I'm going to start with my least favorite and work towards my favorite. I'm going to give you the price per stick because some of these I can't buy a set. In fact, all of them. So it's easier to buy by the stick and get the colors you want unless you want a whole set. So I'm going to start with my least favorite and work towards my favorite. I'm going to give you pros and cons. Again, this is just my opinion. And everybody's probably going to come for me on this first one. But this is my least favorite. And it is the Sinley oil stick. And if you don't know, this oil stick was created in 1949 in a collaboration with Picasso. I don't like it. So let me start by, we're going to write Sinley, and this was collaborated with Picasso in 1949. Okay, how much are these per stick? They're $9.49, give or take. So why don't I like these? I'm going to show you. First, we'll start with the pros, okay? The pros are, it dries overnight, guys. This one dries quickly, so dries overnight. But it's on the higher end price-wise. And, yeah. And it has good hand feel. It feels nice in the hand. Now let's go to cons. First con is you can't get a smooth line pressing gently. So no smooth line. Two, it crumbles. Look at those crumbles from pressing hard to get a smooth line. And like I said, it's on the higher end of the price point. But I'm not going to really do the prices. I'm just going to show you the prices. Because if it works good, the price doesn't matter. I mean, I'll just have to buy less and spread out over time. But the main thing for me is the gaps when I press lightly and the crumbling. I just don't like that. I do like that it dries overnight. Now the second one is my second favorite, least favorite, however you want to look at it, and that is Soho. And this is Jerry's Art Arama brand, and it's $5.19 an individual stick, which is a good price, which is why I have some. Okay. Now we're going to do a light, and we're going to do a hard. Pros. Has a good hand feel. And it is affordable, which price did play a part in this one. Okay. Cons. No smooth line. Either one, pressing hard or light. And it does crumble. It just isn't crumbling here. Oh, there it did. And it crumbles. So if I'm just between these two, the price point is going to be the thing. So I'm going to put price is a con down here, because if I'm going to have two that work exactly the same, basically, I'm going to pick the cheaper one, just because why be broke and unhappy when I can just be unhappy? Okay, now we're getting into the ones I like. So the second favorite is R&F. R&F is $6.39 a stick at Jerry's Artarama. That's where my prices are coming from. This is light. Ooh, I don't even need to do it again. Look how smooth. I mean, it glides. It's very smooth and creamy. It doesn't crumble. So pros, it's smooth. 2, it's creamy. 3, no crumbles. For price is not bad. I mean, it's just a little more than this one, and the quality is way better. Now, let's do cons. Well, how could there be any cons? Dry time is a week plus, which can be kind of annoying, and I don't like long dry times. But I love this oil stick. I really do. But now to my absolute overall favorite, the Shiva oil stick by Jack Rickson. And this is Shiva Jack Richardson. I love these oil sticks. These were actually the first oil sticks I bought. Nice pros. They're smooth. They're creamy. No crumbles. The cons are, oh, hold on. I gotta fix that. Pros. And 4, they dry overnight. Okay, that's the pros for those. The cons, there's only one con with these. Price. And what is the price? They're $11.39-ish a stick. Now, if you can get them on sale on Amazon, I've gotten a few sets there. But I got them for Christmas, but they weren't so bad. But on Jerry's Artarama, these are $11.59. And Blick is normally really consistent. Blick does not have Soho. This is the Jerry Artarama brand. So let's look at this. They are all the same, and they all have good hand feel. I didn't even bother by this point on the 2 favorites, because if the 2 bottom ones had good hand feel, you know the top 2 do. But I think what gets me the most on these oil sticks, and specifically the 2 in the bottom, is the crumbles. I mean, when I'm doing art, I don't want crumbling on my canvas, on my paper that I've worked really hard. Normally, I use oil sticks at the end, and the crumbles just would ruin the painting. I don't like the crumbles. So, you know, what deters me on the bottom 2 are the crumbles. Because I put the oil sticks on top of acrylic after I'm done with, say, 70% of the painting. I don't want a bunch of crumbles smearing all over my painting. I love these 2. No crumbles, no smearing. They're rich, they're creamy. The only bad thing with R&F is it takes it forever to dry. The only bad thing about the Shiva is the price. And this is a kind of a lesson in you get what you pay for with Soho. I have a bunch, I'll use them, but I don't like the crumbles, and I feel like I'm wasting some of the oil stick, because before I'll put it on a work, an art piece that I'm working on, I keep wiping away any crumbles. So I'm wiping off half the stick. So is it really that affordable? Probably not. I will probably use up what I have on Soho and not buy anymore. Save my money and buy the Shiva from Jack Richardson. I love these. They're my absolute favorite. And I love the R&F. They just take too long to dry. And I'm going to show you now an example of how I use these in my art. Hey guys, we're back to this painting, and I want to show you how I use the oil sticks. And this is how I used them. I did leaves that are more popping off than the background is. So this part is acrylic, and these are all the oil sticks. And I did these leaves 3 days ago, and I don't know if you can tell. These are the RNF. They're still very wet. These are the Shiva. They're totally dry. These are the Soho, and they're still wet too. So I like an oil stick like the Shiva that will dry fast. But you can see I put quite a few of these oil stick leaves on here just to make it pop from the background and give you an idea of what the background is. It's obviously leaves. So that's how I use oil sticks on my artwork. Very similar to this. And then I'm probably going to come in and do some little triangles of yellow oil stick as sunlight. But I want everything to dry before I do. So it may be a week before I can do that step, which to me is annoying, but I will survive it. And I know now. So guys, that's my review of 5 brands of oil sticks. 4 brands of oil sticks that I have used, and my thoughts, how I like to use them in my art, and why I judge them the way I did. Now, if you have a different experience, let me know. If you have some tips and tricks besides wiping off the end of the oil sticks every time you go to use them, the ones that crumble so you waste so much, let me know if you have any tips or tricks. But the drying time is definitely, unless RNF starts drying in overnight, sorry, I like that fast. Like I said, I've been an acrylic painter, and my brain just can't adjust to longer dry times. Though I am starting to incorporate oil into my paintings besides oil sticks. So I guess I'm growing. We'll see. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Helps my channel out. Leave me a comment down below. Do you use oil sticks or not? And if you don't want to comment, just leave me the word green down below, because green has been a theme today. Take care. I will see you in our next video over the weekend where we tackle behind the scenes. Take care. Bye-bye.